Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin and it is Sunday night. I am here to welcome you all into the new week. Hopefully, you all are prepared for a Monday morning, ready to make some money. This is going to be a crazy, volatile week yet again. I know this seems like it has been week after week after week of volatility, but with the volatility, there's a lot of money to be made. But before I get into that, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. So, in lieu of it being Sunday, I'm going to start this video off with our wealthy word for the week. Our wealthy word for this week is flexible. Flexibility. You have to remain flexible in these markets. This volatility requires it, right? And I have a nice quote here that I gathered just for you all because, I mean, hey, that's what we do. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. Tom Robbins. So I'm going to say that again now. Y'all know repetition, right? Repetition makes it stick. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach by Tom Robbins. All right, so in this market, right, we know we have goals, okay? Oftentimes we get in our mind, we like this company, we like this stock, and okay, I'm going dollar cost average, I'm going to invest. But this company, this entire year has been crashing. And you stay committed to it because you made the decision to invest, but you have your approach hasn't been flexible, right? Did you wait to invest? Did you wait? Did you determine that it was even worth it? So stay flexible, right? We have to be flexible, have to maintain a flexible mindset when investing. Also, same thing goes for options, right? Oftentimes I do my analysis for the day. I deem that stocks should go one way, whether it's up or down, they go the other way. I have to be flexible enough to know to get out, cut my losses, and get in a different direction. So say for instance, I bought a call and things start to tank. I can't be so stern in my decision that I hold on to this bad boy until I lose all my money. That's why I preach 10% loss, 20% gains, right? So I cut my losses at 10%. And as I see that bad boy keep rising, I reinvest in the proper direction, put options, for instance, if we're going the opposite of a call, and I take my 20%, or I at least get my money back out of that. So that is being flexible. The ability to notice when you're taking a loss. Do not be so stubborn or so stuck in your ways. Don't be so fixed in that mindset that you allow yourself to take big losses. And really, that's what we've been doing this year. But y'all know, right? Even throughout this year, where our goal was to 50%, 100% of my portfolio, now it became, hey, let's just beat the market. Let's beat the market this year. And right now, we know most of the indexes are down almost 20% and coming back down. So let's actually jump into that. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that quote. Let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So to start off, right, I got this article. And really, this is going to be it. This is going to be the bulk of the video for tonight. This article is from the day. Dow futures slide 200 points as investors await midterm elections and inflation report. So this week, Thursday, we have CPI data for the month of October coming out. You all know CPI data can tank the market because that means how aggressive do the Fed need to continue to be? Is inflation coming down? Is inflation staying high, or did it go higher? And these are things that could potentially make the market crash, right? These can be either a positive or a negative catalyst. I am really, really, really hoping to see that inflation came way down for the month of October and we really see some green, but who knows how that's going to go. Now, on the election side, we know this determines whether we get a Democrat party or a Republican party, right? Again, another big deal because a lot of individuals believe that Republicans are more about the money side, right? They want the economy to be about money, whereas they believe that Democrats believe in the people and, not so much benefiting, the middle class or upper class. So this is a big deal that's coming up. So I'm going to read this article to you, and y'all can go find it as well based on this title. But it says, U.S. stock futures fell on Sunday as investors looked ahead to a week packed with congressional midterm elections as well as the latest consumer inflation report. The Dow Jones Industrial averages fell by 187 points or 0.6%. S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 futures dipped 0.7% and 0.8% respectively. So you all know now, I know our market isn't open until tomorrow morning, but we have other countries that trade during the hours that we're down, right? So it's Monday somewhere else in another country, and they're actually trading right now. So this right here tells us that the market's already down. When we wake up, we'll see a gap down, a nice little gap down. So we need to be prepared for that, right? And don't forget, keep in mind that a lot of times we see those big drops or those big upsides, things got to reverse because they've already done too much, right? It's heavy. Apple's doing big things. Now, one thing I got to mention, I don't know if it's in this report or not, Apple was said to be bigger than Amazon, I want to say Facebook and another company combined. So Apple apparently has hit some major milestone and is now one of the biggest blue chip companies there is in the stock market. So that's congratulations to Apple. But Apple shares may fall after the tech company said iPhone production has been temporarily reduced because of COVID-19 and restrictions in China. Now, I am very weary of this, right? Because we saw Apple coming down already early last week. But China just said, I believe their president or governor or wherever it is, said that they were actually releasing some of the COVID restrictions. They were trying to ease off of some of the COVID restrictions and bring back their economy because we know China's economy has been suffering ever since COVID-19 initially hit because they've been going through lockdowns and quarantines and a lot of their businesses have not been functioning as they used to. And apparently it was announced that they were going to be easing up on a lot of these things. So hopefully this is false and we can see Apple continue to boom. Now I do like Apple at the 135 price, right? Apple was, let's see what Apple was last we saw it. Apple is currently 138.38. I like it under 140 myself. I plan on, again, and I'm already a holder of Apple, but I plan on averaging down more into that bad boy probably sometime this week if I see it hit a low, right? So those moves follow Friday's rally when the Dow Jones Industrial, we know about Friday, right? We already know about Friday run up. We discussed that. Right here, Tuesday's midterm election will determine which party will control Congress and impact the direction of future spending. Democrats currently control the House and have a majority in the Senate. A Republican sweep could signal greater support of oil and gas companies, right? We know oil and gas, the Ukraine and Russia thing. So this could be a big deal, right? If Republicans sweep it. So we can see oil and gas go through the roof. Who knows, right? We don't know until the election's done. On the economic front, Thursday, we have CPI report, which will give further insight into the Federal Reserve's efforts to squash inflation. So now here's the part right here that's important. A high inflation report could signal to investors that a pivot for higher interest rates for longer could be further away than expected. So we know based on this last meeting that they said that they would try to slow down. If inflation comes in high, yet again, that could be reversed. We could see them saying, hey, we got to continue to get these high rates longer. And we're going to take less breaks. We're not going to pump the brakes. We're really going to continue on all gas. We're going to continue to push the market down. And that's really going to be it on it, right? So we could see that coming this week, right? And so that means Tuesday and Thursday this week are going to be big deals. Those are actually not the only things going on this week. We actually have some earnings coming up this week. One of the big dogs that I think, right, one that I know a lot of people are invested in is NIO. I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about that today, and I'll probably post the earnings for y'all in the morning. But NIO is having earnings this week, along with a couple other small companies, but who knows, you may be invested. I actually believe PLTR may be reporting tomorrow on Monday. So if you're a holder of PLTR, or if you're a holder of NIO, this is a week to be aware of. We can see these companies run up to their earnings reports, and depending on what kind of earnings reports they give, it could be either positive or negative, and we can see those, either run up drastically or crash drastically. So you got to be aware of those things. Just be prepared for those. I'll try and get you the full report, hopefully in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you all stay flexible. Make some money. And I'll see you guys later.